So guys, today I want to talk about how I got addicted to working out and how it changed my whole perspective on it, on the gym and working out and basically living a healthy lifestyle. And I'm going to explain every single part of it on this before and after graph that I've written on this board. So let's get started. So let me take this marker right here and let's get started. Pooh! Before I got addicted to the gym, of course, I felt like I wasted my potential. And I felt like a loser, as many of you may feel like this right now. And it's completely normal. If you're feeling like you're wasting your potential, that's a good sign. Don't get it as a bad sign, because you actually care about your body and about your health and about your mindset. So stay with me now. Of course, I felt like a loser, as I said before. Everyone that is fat and healthy and, doesn't live the way that they've always dreamed of and are finding it hard to live healthy, to go work out. They're busy and they're always finding excuses, and you know how this is. And maybe this is you. And if you acknowledge this, that's a good sign. I was so scared of judgment. I was always wearing black when I was fat, when I was not living healthy, when I was not the version of myself that I wanted to be. So I was so scared of judgment. And sometimes when I went to the beach, I was scared to take this shirt off and I didn't feel that comfortable. And I always felt like someone was watching me and was judging me all the time that I was fat. So yeah, and I had no self-respect. I had no self-respect whatsoever, because I knew that I was wasting my potential, as I said, and because I didn't take action, because I didn't do anything good with my life. I was playing video games all day and I was eating, chips, I was eating junk, everything, bro. I was doing everything wrong in my life at that time. So I had no self-respect. And why should I have self-respect? I wasn't doing anything good. So yeah, that's completely valid. And of course, with no self-respect comes zero confidence. I had zero confidence. I knew that I wasn't shit because I never worked on something, on myself, on something to get better, right? I was doing judo for so many years, and that's how I had a little confidence. I had a little confidence that I was able to, to defend myself, to fight back. And that was a little boost, but that wasn't enough for me. So I still had zero confidence. I wasn't able to speak with certainty. I was always scared of what other people thought of me. So zero confidence. Of course, I was fat and I had no respect from other people and my friends. They always made fun of me because I was fat, jokingly of course, but that deep down, if you hear it again and again and again all the time, it gets to you and you're like, bro, I'm really fat and I don't feel good about it. So yeah, I had no respect whatsoever from anyone. And I felt it. I felt it on their looks, on their faces, right? When they looked at me, they didn't respect me that much when I talked to them. So yeah, no respect whatsoever. And you guessed it, zero attention from women. Wow, no shit, Sherlock. So yeah, I wasn't even close to attractive. No, not even close. So what really changed, bro? I finally took action. I finally said, bro, let's do something about it. I knew I wasted my potential right here, and I took action instead of fucking crying about it. Why are you crying about it every single day? Take fucking action, do something. If you start, the hardest part of doing it is starting it and sticking with it. So if you started, you're halfway there, bro. You're 50% there. So I took action instead of crying about it, as I said, and immediately I can tell you this with certainty. I started to feel better about myself, because I said, bro, look at me. I'm doing something good with my life for the first time. And I was like, bro, I'm actually starting to build my body and my mindset. You know, I'm going to be respected, and I'm going to have confidence. I'm going to respect myself too. It's not always about the respect from others. And it's more about, if you respect yourself, others will respect you too. So I was starting to feel better about myself, and that was the best part, guys. That, you know, every single day you see yourself doing the thing that you've always thought of doing, and you've always thought that it was so hard to do, and now you're doing it. You're like, bro, I'm on a journey now. I'm so hyped. You know, it's hard sometimes, but you know, I'm doing it. I'm trying. So yeah. And I didn't give a fuck of what people thought of me. Before, I said I was scared of judgment. I was scared of what people would think of me, right? Now I didn't give a fuck. Right here. And that's the first step. That's the first step on doing anything. You don't have to give a flying fuck about what people think of you. So, and my confidence skyrocketed. My confidence skyrocketed as soon as I started. Let me tell you this. So, I was able to speak better. I was able, you know, to make more friends. I was able to back my talk, because when I said something, I would actually do it, and it was not fairy dust, you know, it was not fugazi.
Fairy dust, it doesn't exist.
I backed my talk every single time. And every single time I said I would do something, I would actually go and do it. And that equals to confidence. That equals to self-respect. Because you know what you're capable of. If you say something and you're actually doing it, and you're actually taking action and doing the thing that you said you're going to do, now you know what you're made of. Now you know you're not just talking, and you're actually doing what you said you're going to do. And I was actually getting in shape. You know, I went every single day, I went to the mirror and I looked at my body, and I felt so proud of it, and I felt so, you know, fulfilled that I'm changing the old ways, the old habits. And I'm finally looking at something that I've built, that I built myself. And building your body and your mindset cannot be bought. Everything else basically can be bought, right? But going through that hardship of, you know, breaking free of your old habits and forming a new mindset, and actually starting implementing the things that you have to do, that you say you're going to do. You're actually going to the gym, you're actually eating healthy, and now you're changing your body and your mindset. You know, that can't be bought, because you have to do it by yourself. Nobody can do that for you. And I was strong. I was finally strong. Every single time I went to the gym, I had some progress. And I was respected in any room I walked into. You know, every single person that knew me as the fat kid, right? Knew me as, oh, you look at this cute kid, right? Girls, women back then called me cute. And I didn't want to be called cute. I would much rather be feared, you know, than being called cute. I'm not a woman to be cute. I'm a man. And I just want to look like a man and behave like a man. So I was respected by everyone. I commanded respect with my presence, with how I talked, with how I moved, with how I treated people, and myself included. Don't ever forget how you treat yourself, how you talk about yourself. I'm not telling you to have a huge ego, to be egotistical, but I'm telling you to have confidence and talk like you know yourself better than anyone else. So, and the last thing, I was attractive to women. Finally, you know, that was a big step for me. It's like, bro, women finally want me, right? So, yeah, those things and many, 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 many more. I could maybe write 10 of these whiteboards with before and after side effects of finally taking action and actually walking the walk and, you know, doing the things that I said I would do. And now you're probably going to ask me, okay, Thanasis, it's very nice. Everything you said is nice. Yeah, I agree with this. How do I take action? Well, after all this long video, you're still asking me, how do you take action? After watching this video, go and try to do some push-ups. Do some push-ups for me. Do them for me after watching this video and see how many you can do. And write down right here in the comments, how many push-ups could you do? If you're out of shape, go and do that right now. So write down in the comments how many push-ups you did. And one more tip that I have for you to be consistent and actually do the things that you say you're going to do is to take one of those sticky notes right here and every single morning write down every single thing that you have to do for that day. Even if it's a big goal or a smaller goal, you have to write this down. For example, it can be, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to eat this food today, right? I'm going to go to the gym and do this. I'm going to go to work and then I'm going to go for a coffee with some friends, right? Anything. Write down any big and small goal that you have for the day. It doesn't matter. Write down your whole day, your whole schedule for the day. The most important things that you have to do. And you can also write down when you will rest. And then I will sit down and rest. Take a nap, maybe. Right? You have to write everything down right here. So now, as I said, go and do the push-ups, write it down below. I'm waiting and I'm going to respond in every single one of them. Don't cheat. Write this down, write them down. I'm waiting. I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you got value from this video. I'll see you guys. Peace.